Okay, guys, you guys come into Sucasana. So seated right in the center of your two blankets. And then you want to cross your legs at your mid-shin. And then you're going to lean over one side to the other. Really draw that foot down as you adjust the lower buttock flesh, upper hamstring. So when you're leaning over to adjust the buttock flesh, also use that same outer foot. That's it. And then every wiggle your feet. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. And then you guys bring your fingertips into your blankets or your mat or your blocks. You'll press and lift your side body. Really spread here. Spread your collarbone. Spread your breastbone here. Draw your abdominal wall back. There's also a spreading here. Bring your sacrum and your tailbone down. Your elbows are bent. Press into your mat, your blocks, or your blankets. Instead of bringing your elbows back behind you, go ahead and extend them out to the sides, east and west, and see if you can pull the muscles away from the spine. So you're using the fingertips. There's also a lifting of the center of the palm of your hand. So your fingertips aren't just here, but watch as you press, you lift all the way up, center of the palm into the inner arm and into the armpits. So your armpits become hollow as well. So watch, there's a difference between here and really use the fingertips. And this lifting of the center of the palms may be an energetic thing to begin with. You see, it may not automatically happen, but there is a pulling up of the palms from the palms of your hands. Focus your gaze out in front of you on the mat or at the tip of your nose. Next exhalation, hands to the heart center. You'll tuck the arms in, extend the tips of your elbows down, tops of your shoulders. Always, always, always move down away from your earlobes. And you can use the backs of your upper arms and the tips of your elbows to achieve that kind of descension of the tops of your shoulders. Begin your Ujjayi breathing. It's an audible inhalation, audible exhalation. There is a slight constriction at the back of your throat to create this audible sound that's to the Ujjayi breathing. There is a slight constriction of the throat as you take the Ujjayi breathing. Remember this, both inhale and exhale move through your nostrils. This breath is also even. So you'll begin to look for evenness between your inhale and your exhale. Your inhale, you fill your lungs. Remember that your lungs fill up like balloons. So as you're inhaling, you can expand the chest, expand the lungs, and expand the front and back rib cage. I'll chant Om, join in, or you're welcome to just listen. Om. Exhale your breath, bow your head, bring your chin to the groove of your neck. Bring your hands to the very tops of your legs. You'll center your head here. And as you exhale the breath, open the eyes. Release your hands. Perfect. Go ahead, guys, and come to the very top edge of your blankets if you're using blankets. One more time of adjusting the buttock flesh. So remember that the lower buttock flesh is against the blankets. Bring your blocks. You can use blocks or not, but bring your blocks out in front of you. Lift your side rib cage. Move your navel up. Draw your outer feet and your outer hips down as you lean forward. Bring your hands to your blocks. Take that leaning forward slowly. Watch here. Go up. Keep this extension or lifting of the spine as you lean forward. Then bring the hands out in front. Push down first, as if you're going to move the blocks into the mat, and then push them forward. Use the slight resistance, guys, of bringing your outer knees, your outer legs, and your outer hips back. There's a resistance there. So draw your outer legs back as you push your arms forward. Draw your feet down. Make your feet heavy, especially your outer feet. Are you able to spread your outer ankle bones against your mat or against your blankets? Spread your outer ankle bones. And then press down into your blocks. Inhale, look out in front or towards the hands. And exhale, grip over the blocks and bring them back towards you. So maybe, and I think flexibility in the upper back, well, flexibility in the hips and the hamstrings too, but flexibility in the upper back also matters. So watch. We're going to change our cross and do it again. But before we do, watch. You'll come here. You'll really draw down here. So you're moving your torso up and away from your hips. There's a separation here at your upper legs and your hip points here. There's a separation. As you come up, you draw down so that you can move the torso up and over and then grip the block. Watch. So you wouldn't push the blocks here. You'd start by pressing down, bringing the spine in and also up. Tops of the shoulders, down, push. You see, so use this resistance, watch, not here, but in extending the spine forward. So the outer parts of your knees and hips and legs go back, okay? So remember, start that way. Start with this tall spine, this separation between your upper leg bones and your hip points. Oh yeah, and I didn't say that. Change your cross. Bring your blocks back out in front of you. Start by lifting up, moving the belly button away from the pubic bone, coming forward, placing your hands on the blocks. But guys, use your hands. There's this pushing down into your blocks with your hands. There you go. Separate them a teeny bit. There you go. Now come up and over your leg bones as you move forward. Use your outer hips. That's it. Lift your chest. Remember, your spine goes in. Great. Spine goes in, not only in, but up. Your back rib cage is here. See if you can separate or spread your back rib cage, tuck it into your back, and then try to move your back rib cage towards your head. Great, girls, great. The upper arms, the backs of your upper arms extend out. Stretch the backs of your upper arms. Great, great. Now with an inhalation, move the navel up, and with an exhalation, push the blocks a little bit further in front of you. Perfect. And then you guys grip over your blocks and release. Perfect. Let's stretch our legs out in front of us. And again, we'll rotate the flesh, kind of moving the lower buttock flesh. Hamstrings also move back. Grab your block. And you may need a strap for this, but we'll grab our block. We'll bring it out in front of us. I'm going to take it this way. And I'll take the block in the hands, press into the block with the heel of my hands. I'll go up and I'll stretch up. You guys watch. I'll go behind the ears. And we'll just bring the block to the middle of the back or the thoracic. Tips of the elbows up, chest up. We'll do that 4 times. On the last time, we'll press up and we'll exhale, come forward. Okay, but that's getting the work in the upper back. So grab your block, extend your legs out, make sure to adjust the buttock flesh. Hamstrings move back, feet are together, feet are together. That's it. There's a tall lifting of your spine. So here's your dorsal body. Bring your spine in and up. Grip your blocks, kind of draw your hands into your block, and then extend your arms up. Good. Really press through your fingertips. Extend up through your fingertips. As you exhale, bend the block back, touch the space between the shoulder blades. Bring the elbows, tuck the elbows in firmly. Now lift. Good. Extend the block up. You're going to do that 4 times. Make sure the tips of your elbows move up towards the ceiling. That's tips of the elbows come in, move towards the ceiling. On your 5th time, you'll press the block up. You'll exhale. Keep that length. Move forward, block to the feet. Once you get the block to the feet, hands go down low. Thumbs or pinky, that's it. Push your feet, guys, into your blocks. Pull your hands into your block and fold. This is a long fold. There shouldn't be any rounding in the spine. Good. See if you can extend the inner heels to the blocks and pull the outer heels back using your hands. Good, 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 good. And then inhale, extend up. And exhale, release. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so go ahead and move your blankets here. We'll move them out to the sides. Let's see, where do I want to start? I'm going to move this blanket also away. And I'm going to come down again on the mat. And I've got a loop strap. We're going to do a couple of core slash shouldery things. And so I've got my strap, and it's in a loop. It's not a huge loop, but it is in a loop. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come grounded. And when you come grounded, scoop, connect the sacrum, kind of draw back to keep that length in the lower back. I've got this strap in my hands. I'm going to go over. And I don't think I'm going to put it around my wrist. I'm just going to kind of hold this loop over my head, giving a good grip. And then y'all watch. So the arms are here and the lower back is lifted. What I want you guys to do is go here to really clear and extend down through the lower back. I'm going to pull out into the strap, extend the legs. You guys keep watching. Now, first I'm going to take the arms up, engage the core, kind of push out into the strap, and then I'm going to lift the legs. So we go here, 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 here. Okay, and we'll do that, I don't know, 6 times. I often just choose a number. So come down onto your mat. Remember that you've got to get the space in the lower back against the mat. So with your feet pressing down, you can lift and tuck. You can even use your own hands. Make this strap at least inner shoulder width and bring it to the hands. Extend the arms over the head and then bring the abdominal wall down. And you want to really push out into that strap so that the elbows are straight. You want to get your elbows straight. Push into the strap. Keep your knees bent for now. Push into your straps. Good, good, good. Push into your strap. Let's see what will happen if we lift the top half of the body and the arms up. Just lift and push out into that strap. Keep your core down. Keep your abdominal wall down. And then release. Let your arms come down. Draw your abdominal wall down. Press into your strap. Extend your arms. Elbows are nice and straight. And lift. Lift just the top half. Maybe back rib cage stays grounded. Push into that strap though, guys. Pull out with your hands and extend the knuckles out. Come down. Extend your legs, one knee at a time, straighten. Make sure your feet and your legs are together. Your feet and your legs are together. Push out into your strap. Lift your arms and lift your back side, your back body. So around your shoulder blades, lift. And then kind of point or flex into the toes and lift the legs. Use your strap. Use your strap. And then release. Good. That's hard, isn't it? Ay. Do it again, guys. Really press out into that strap. Lift your arms, lift your backside, lift your legs. Good. Keep your core down. Keep your core down. Lower your heels just a teeny bit, Megan. Good. Y'all come down. Nice. Push out into your strap. Nice straight elbows. Make your arms as long as possible. Make your 2 legs, 1 leg. Lift parts of your shoulder blades, so shoulder blades up. Now lift the legs. Good. Lift the legs. Good, good, good. Use the strap. Bring the core muscles down, the belly down. Great. And then come down. Let's do it the opposite way. So press out into the strap. Can leave the top half of your body down. Bring your abdominal wall down. Lift your legs up. Just let the heels hover. And then press into the strap. Lift the backside. So lift up through your shoulder blades. Good, good, good. Shoulder blades, arms all the way over, as far over the head as you can get them. And then release. Good. This is the half boat pose. That's nice, Tiffany. And then you guys rest. Let's do it just 2 more times, and we'll do that. You could do that on your own. So whichever way you want to do it, if you want to lift your top half first and then your legs, if you want to try to lift both at the same time. But lift, take a 5 breath count, and come down and repeat. Use your body as if it's one unit. So your 2 legs, 2 hips are one. Yeah. Keep the core drawing down, especially the side abdominals. That's it. And use that strap. So kind of press out. Good, good, good. And then release. Perfect, guys. Perfect. You go ahead and take your straps off and just put your straps to the side. And you can bend your knees one at a time. We're going to get moving, but I want to do one more. It's kind of like the old. So you're going to stay supine, and you'll bend your knees. You need a blanket, like a blanket roll. And I'm going to come down over this blanket. I'm going to interlace the fingers, and I'm going to go down and up. And down. And up. Maybe I'll scoot back. So it's right around the lower shoulder blades. You'll take the elbows out, and you'll go down, and you'll roll over through the chest, and you'll come pull up as high as you can. It's almost like the old crunches, right? Except you have a little bit of help because you've got that blanket right around the base of your shoulder blades. And we'll do this 100 times. Just kidding. Well. No, it wasn't. It's not the, this isn't the relaxing, reclining one. So right around the lower shoulder blades, interlace your fingers behind your head and kind of press the tips of the elbows out like you're holding the head. Good, good, good. And then you guys are going to lift, engage the core, try to lift all the way up, pulling the elbows towards the knees. Elbows in a little bit more, Laura Leslie. And you guys come all the way up and then go down again. Let's do this 10 times. You'll come up and you're just kind of leaving your backside on your blanket roll some. You're coming here up and you're trying to pull. You're keeping your backside there, but you're going all the way up to almost this crunch movement. Here. Here, here, oh, here. And we'll do that. I said 10. Elbows wide, and when you come up, they pull together towards your legs. You crunch. Yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. That crunching action of pulling your elbows towards your knees. Good. Go up as high as you can, but leaving your back body against your mat, your blanket. So you're basically using the core, and you're using those arms and elbows. That's so nice, guys. And then when you've done that 10 times, we'll just come reclined over that blanket for just a second, knees bent. And then I've got this blanket again about where we started, below the shoulder blades. And I'm gonna hold my blanket roll, lift my bottom, and I'm gonna push it down to the lumbar spine. And I'm just gonna rest there for a moment. Here, I really wanna drop or descend, stretch my outer hips away from me. And then the arms can go out. You'll feel that the lower part, so you've got that blanket around the lumbar spine, the knees are bent. And if you touch your front rib cage, kind of at the bottom, you'll feel that the front part, the bottom edge of your rib cage appears to be in a downward movement, downward. It's moving towards your waist. And this is the action that we always want to keep the rib cage in. Can y'all tell that your ribs appear at the bottom edge to be down and your breastbone appears to be going up, right? Perfecto. And then let's go ahead and hold the blanket again, lift the bottom, pull it to your sacrum or push it down to your sacrum. And then when you get that, roll or move your torso back away from your knees, but that blanket is at your sacrum. The arms can go out or wherever you'd like for them to go. They can go out to and then I'll push the blanket down, lower buttocks. And one last straightening of the knees to rest for a second. And then I'll bend the knees, roll over to the right, and you can use your hands against the mat, and I'll come up, and that's just so that I can move this blanket out to the side. And then I'm gonna stay grounded. I just wanted to move that blanket and grab a yoga block. And we're gonna do a couple of things. So I've got the block between the knees. And again, I wanna lift up and really tuck and draw the sacrum down. Then I'm gonna spread the arms out. Now here, the goal of this is to keep these hips stable. But as I lift up, I'm gonna lift the top half of my body and try to touch palm to palm. Again, keeping the hips square. So I'll lift and roll. And I'll lift and, and this arm, right arm, is so much shorter that my palm doesn't come to my other palm. You see, it comes to maybe the wrist. I'm gonna try to get there. Here and back here. And here, and back here. So you're trying to get palm to palm. Engage the core as you lift up, press into the other palm. And you can lift up pretty good too. I think that when I lifted up more, I was able to touch palm to palm. Okay, so you'll come down, the block at your knees. Knees can kind of bend back close to your bottom, arms spread out with the palms up. And then let's go again. We'll go 5 times to each side. Lift up, touch the palm. Keep the hips square. Keep the hips square. Keep the hips square. Don't roll over on your hip. And you'll feel that twisting action be more in the spine. That's it. Now, Megan, lift your whole torso up. Lift up. There you go. Good. So you lift that back side up. Touch the palm, you're kind of twisting at that opposite side. Think separating that back rib cage or moving it from the spine as you're trying to touch the palms. Great, Esther. Great. You guys engage the core to get your torso up. Good. Engage the core to get the head and the torso up. Nice, 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 nice. Nice, guys. Keep your hips stable. When you're doing this, when you're trying to get palm to palm, focus on squeezing that block. Squeeze that block. That's great. Do you feel that there's a difference? If you can focus on that stabilizing of the hips, squeeze the block. Perfect. And then when you guys are done, when you've done that 10 times, so 5 on each side, you can just rest. You can also drop the block if you'd like. Now I'm gonna do, I don't know, this is about 1,000 more things than I had planned, but what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna start on a block and then we'll see if we can take this a little bit higher. Let's see if I wanna start on my full block, if I wanna start here, like this. And I'm gonna go up and I'm really gonna engage this leg. And then we're going to try to get that done without the block. So okay, so let's start on the block. I think I had that medium. I had the block medium, not tall, like we normally do in set 2. Yeah, medium, and it's right at your sacrum. And then you come reclined. And there's a spreading of your breastbone, remember that, and kind of grounding of the backs of your arms. Once you get on your block, extend your right leg up, keep your left foot pressing. Take your right leg up. No, both legs are, Lisa, bend your left leg so that left knee stays bent. That's it. Take the right leg up and then externally rotate it out to the side. Yeah, that's it. Pull it down, hover it over the mat, bring it back up. Good. Do this again. Do this 5 times on this side. Take it all out, external rotation. Bring it, let it hover. Good. Try not to roll off your block. That's stabilizing. Engage the core. Good. Engage the core. Guess this is a core class, huh? Oh, well. Yeah, engage the core. Once you've done that on 5 times, switch legs. Extend it up. Really point your foot, point your toes. Good. Really, that's great, Esther. Engage the legs. Engage the legs and also engage the core. Engage the leg, engage the core. Try to keep that foot that's on the mat really strong. Try to keep that hip that foot that's against the mat, that same hip. Really stabilize yourself with that hip. So in other words, the foot that's on the mat, that knee shouldn't bend out to the side. It's going to stay centered, stay centered. That's it. Staying centered with that leg. Great. And then once you've done that 5 times on each side, come down. There you go. That's great, Esther. That's great. That's great. Remember, one thing about this is you've got to use that hip that you're not using. Meaning that foot that's on the mat has to stay there. Okay, so if you're done, come into bridge pose, and we'll try it without the block. If you need the block, go back to the block, okay? But come into your Setu Bandha bridge pose. You can even press your palms down, extend the right leg up. Now push with your left foot, lift your hips. Take that right leg out, bring it back. Take it up, externally rotate it out, hover it, bring it up. Take it out, externally rotate it, hover it. Do this 5 times, bring the right foot down and switch. Good, 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 guys. Really use that foot, that stabilizing foot, stabilizing hip. Lift your hips as high as you can as you're doing this. Especially when you take your leg straight up, press that foot that's on the mat to get the hips higher. That's it. That's great. That's nice. Use that bottom hip, guys. Nice. Perfecto. Perfecto. And then come down. When y'all are done, come down and rest. Yeah, using the core. That's great, Lisa. Great. Rest a moment. And I think this will be our last one of these, and then we'll start more shoulder work. But what I'm going to do is I'm here. I'm going to go ahead and come up. I'm going to push the feet. I'm going to come into tabletop. And then I'm going to do that same thing. Oh, say this is shoulder and core. And we'll try that 5 times, and then we'll come up. So you're in the tabletop pose. You're in the tabletop. Like this. And actually, I think for me, if I turn my fingers back, fingertips back behind me like this, fingertips back. Don't twist your hips, guys. Don't twist your hips. Think of this holding a block. Ganesh, also hold a block between the knees. That's it. But don't twist the hips. Keep the hips high. That's it. Don't twist your hips. Good. Even using a block between the knees if you need to. And you stay up. Try to stay in tabletop. Nice, guys. Tiffany, that's excelente. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, and then when you guys are done, you can rest. Maybe just resting on your mats, lying down is fine. There you go, Laura, good. Squeeze that block. Keep the hips pressed up. Nice, Avery, good, 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 good. Little bit of shoulder rotation. And so what I'm going to do to start this is I'm going to come into my normal dog pose, right? And y'all watch for a moment. We're going to take this in a couple of different variations. Oh man, I actually hadn't tried this one yet. But so first what I think I'll do is just go to dog pose, and you guys watch. So I'm in dog pose. And then one hand at a time, I'm going to come up to fingertips and press. And I'm going to keep that length, come back down. Fingertips, press, press, come back down. I'm flattening the palms slowly. And then we'll come down kind of to forearms. And we're going to try to push. And we'll go back forearms. And we'll try to push. We'll go back forearms. Oh, and we'll try to push. Anyway, scapula, shoulder work, serratus, kind of working on that upper body. So come into dog pose first. Have a really deep dog pose. Flat palms like we normally do. Just start in a regular dog. Take this dog pose. Stretch your legs, open your legs. Now, one set of hands, fingertips at a time. Come up, press, 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 one at a time. Press, press your weight back. That's it. Stretch those arms as you're doing this. Press your weight. That's great, Tiffany. Keep on those fingertips pressing. And then exhale, one palm down at a time. You're doing this one at a time. You're doing this one at a time. Coming to the fingertips, lengthening the arms, keeping the arms long, pressing through those palms. Pressing through those palms. Pressing through those palms. You guys do that 5 times. Coming up on the fingertips, pressing to stretch the elbows, then coming down onto the palm. That's great. Last time here, try to rock down or move down onto your forearms. Maybe bending the elbows. Great. Forearms down, knees up. That's great, guys. Now, see if you can press and lift the elbows. Press with the hands. Good, Tiff. See if you can come back down to the forearms and press. Do this again 5 times. That's great, Esther. That's great. That's great. Do this 5 times. Forearms back to dog pose. Take your time. Take your time. Okay, and then rest. Take your time, but then rest. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I can do this one, but I'm going to try. Now, you guys know, you know me, you know I have shoulder things. see. Actually, we want to go back. So you kind of want to swing that arm back. I don't think I can do it. Let's see if we go here. Yeah, that's it. So it goes back behind you first. So when you lift the hand up, it goes here. And then you kind of turn that palm face out. And then you bring it back over. They're asking for one more demo. Okay. This is my good arm. So let's see what happens here. So it goes here. And then by the time I go here, I'm out. Oh. Oh. Y'all have permission to make that sound too. That's nice, Esther. Good, Lisa. That's great. That's great. Take it all the way over. Palm faces the floor. Yeah. So the arm goes back and then the palm faces out and then it goes back to the floor. Nice. Perfect. Okay, come and rest, guys. I think I said do that a bunch of times, but now I don't remember. Okay, so. Phew, that felt good. What do y'all think? Shake your heads, yes or no. No. And boo. Lots of boos and lots of thumbs down. Okay, so look, this one, and I don't know, let's see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stand on the strap. It's not too long, but it is in a loop. This is a Warrior 3. I've got a good grip of that strap. See, it's connected to my foot and my hand, and I'll take one arm up and I'll pull onto the strap. Okay. So it's just in your hand and it's on the arch of your right foot. And think stretching the leg back and then that arm that goes up, extending that arm up. So it's not too long, right? But it is a nice, it's long enough for you to give a good grip and kind of pull on it. And then everyone take your left arm up. And then lean forward and take that right leg back and give some work to your right hand and your strap. Right hand strap, right hand strap. Pull your outer hip down, guys. Rotate the top outer hip down. Good. Good. That's it. That's it. Top outer hip down. Good. Pull back on pull on your strap. Good. And then we can try the other side. Good. Keep your hips squared down, guys. So a lot of times, and mine may not have been squared down, but sometimes we end up here. You see, so you want this hip to stay facing the mat. You want that top hip, that hip point to face the mat. Okay, try your other side. Use your hand though. Really use this strap and use your hand. Kind of like resistance between the two. Yeah. There you go. Y'all try it on your left side. Good. Good, good. Lift your back leg up a little more, Laura Leslie. Good. Great. Little lower on your torso, Lisa. Nice. Nice. And then you guys can release. Very good. I'm going to use my blocks now. Almost that same thing. Come here. Right foot into the center. Left leg back. Now this hip got to go down. It's got to go down. And you'll come from here. You've got to draw that hip back. And we'll interlace. Come here. It's a little more difficult to take the arms out in front, but maybe you get one out at a time, okay? Okay. Right leg's on the mat. Left foot is on the wall, left toes down. Everybody take those left toes and turn them straight down. That's nice, everybody. That's nice. Draw your outer right hip back. Everyone pull that outer bottom hip here back towards the wall, right here. That's great. And then see from here if you can bring your hands to your hips or interlace behind you. Good. Now, if you're interlacing, extend back. Nice, Lisa. Nice, Laura. And then we can release and change. Nice, guys. Perfecto. Go to your other side. Same thing. And then we're going to try a little bit of a fancier thing, maybe. So those top toes turned down are almost in. Think about them turning in some. And then draw that bottom hip back, everyone. Really pull it behind you. Yeah. And then see, hands up maybe. Torso nice and long. Good. And then release. We did this the other day in the more advanced class. So if you can't do this part, do what you can do, right? Meaning go where you can go with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start. And I think we kind of started like this. And then I kind of push the bottom back. I'm just stretching that hamstring. And then I pushed away. And then again, I did that stretch of that hamstring. And then I'm going to walk the blocks forward, press the back toes down. But I want you guys to watch. I'm going to lift and bring that right leg out in front and straighten the left, right? I've got my hands down. And you don't want to push your blocks forward, but you want to push down on your block. You want to push that back foot. And I'm going to pull the knee in and maybe straighten the leg. I'm going to pull the knee in. I'm going to come down. You listen, guys, don't push your blocks forward. If you push them forward, they move away from you. You can also have them a little bit lower. Yeah, remember, you're just going here to stretch and you push away. And we go here. And when you come here, look, I want you guys to try to lift that bottom leg and bring it forward and straighten the back. You see here. Then you've got to push the back foot and you've got to push the blocks. You've got to push like you're going to come down onto those blocks via your hands. Okay. I forgot how I started. But bring your blocks down. And I think I started with my left knee bent back against the wall. Yeah. And the right foot, the left knee is up the wall, but the right foot is slightly forward. Right leg is forward. Yeah, blocks in front of you. Now you guys push into the wall, and you're stretching that bottom hamstring. There you go, Tiff. That's it. Do this 3 times. Move into the wall and then away, stretching the bottom hamstring. Move into the wall and then press back. That's great, Lisa. That's great. After 3 times of that, walk the block forward, bring your back toes to the wall, walk the blocks forward, move your front leg forward, straighten your back knee. Yeah, there you go, Esther. Move that front leg forward now. Good. Push those blocks. That's great. Now, once you've got to pushing down into those blocks, pushing down into those blocks, go ahead and pull. See if you could push down, lift your right knee up, bend it into your chest. That's good. There you go, Megan. Try it again. Push with your hands. Push with your back foot. That's it, Molly. Good. And then we can change sides. That's great. That's great. That's great. Don't try to bring that leg down. That's perfecto. Lisa, this is what you missed in Thursday's class, which I think you've missed 2 Thursdays for the last 2 months. Shame, shame, shame. Okay, switch sides. Unless you guys already did. I don't remember what side we start. I think now right leg is back. This part to me feels so good. Just stretching that hamstring. Don't hyperextend the knee, but here you can go forward and you can go back. And you can go forward and back. And then we keep that going. You do that 3 times just to give some warming. And once you do that, you bring those back toes down, you move your blocks forward, and you try to hop that front leg down, yeah, in front of you. Now, once you've gotten both of your knees straight, you push down, and you try to bring the knee to the chest. Good. Lisa, I think your back leg is too high. Bring it more like a warrior 3. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's it. Pull it to your chest. All right, guys. Perfecto. You guys can go ahead and release. And what I'm going to do is just to kind of rest the lower back a little bit. I'm going to come to my wall. I'm going to take my feet and legs out pretty far, and I'll clear the buttock fascia, separating the sitting bones, and then I'll fold. And when you fold here, you can relax the arms. Just keeping my bottom sitting bones attached to the wall, going up the wall, feet leaning out in front. There you go. And kind of relaxing that top half of your body. Perfecto. Perfect. And then you guys can very slowly, you're here. And we'll kind of come up slowly. I'm just going to push the fingertips in, bend the knees, and push away from the wall. Perfect. And then we'll come down to seated on the mat. Oh, yeah, that was fun. Now, I'm going to do another one that we did the other day that I just thought was fun. I mean, there's no other ifs, ands, or buts. But a strap is going to be required. And this one is a body strap, like a body loop. And then I put it on over the head and over the shoulders and then around the lower back. Around the shoulder blades. And then I lean forward and I wrap it around the soles of my feet, right? Like this. And then I want to make this as snug as I possibly can. So it's here. And maybe this is as far as you can get. But look, Torso's forward, hips are this direction and back. Watch. Down here and back. And watch the middle of the upper back around the shoulder blades. It's going in. And I'm going to bring the fingertips down. I'm going to take the legs up. This is our boat pose. Y'all watch for just a second because there's more to this. So I'm here. And I'm going to bring my hands down. I'm going to rock forward and lift my bottom. And I'm going to swing the legs back up again. And I'll come forward. I got to move the torso forward, hips back, legs up. So I come back. We'll try to do that 5 times. That's boat to L sit. A boat to a L sit. Okay. So start by bring your spine in, guys. Where that strap is, really press inward. Press in right where that strap is around your back. Move in. And then fingertips down and hands behind you some. Lean back, take the legs up. Yeah, you can even bend the knees. Bend the knees slightly and then press the legs up. Yeah, there you go, Megan. Good. Now, that's it. You guys get to the boat pose. Shoulders down, spine in. Arms out if possible. Hold. Use your feet. And then as you exhale, control your legs. Let them come down. Hover hands down. Bottom up. L sit. L sit. And then rock back. There you go, Lisa. Rock back into boat pose. That's it. Try not to let your feet touch. Great, Esther. Try not to let your feet touch as you go to the L sit. There you go. Now engage. That's it. You guys engage your core and you're able to hold your legs. Do that 5 times. To the boat pose, to the L sit. If you can't do the L sit, that's okay. That's great, Lisa. That's it, Lisa. Okay, guys. That's enough of that. But wasn't that fun? You're like, I didn't hear any answers to that. Okay, I heard one. It was fun. That's good. Perfect. And then, guys, go ahead and let's see. I want to do, and this one is a challenge, but what we'll do is we'll have a little bit of a strap. Maybe we'll use a strap. I don't think I'm going to use a strap, though. But and I want to bring those legs back. So I've got holding the block. I want to get this situated. It's my foot. My foot's uneven. It has nothing to do with you guys. It's my foot is uneven. Maybe you take your arms up. So I started on my left. I tried to start with it on both feet and then switch that out cleverly, but it didn't work. So I just put it on my left foot. Yeah, there you go, Esther. Esther did it. Oh, well. Nice, guys. Push that block up. Let's take that straight leg down, right leg. Let's take that leg down 6 or 10 times. Let that heel on your leg that's going down hover. Hold the block. That's it. Hold the block. Use the foot. Kind of push up into the block with the foot like a dorsiflex. Yeah, push up into the block. and make that like a dorsiflex. That's it. That's great. And if you can't move your second leg, don't worry. Try to hold that block up. There you go, Lisa. Don't swing, guys. Try not to swing. Hold. Once you've done that on the side that you started with, switch. That's great, great. And to me, even taking the arms over the head was helpful. But you can switch the feet once you get, that's it, that's it, that's it. Flex your foot, dorsiflex, push the heel towards the ceiling that's holding the block. Push the heel towards the ceiling to hold the block. Well, if nothing else, that's fun. Ah, very nice, guys. Keep that leg, that knee that's holding that block straight. A lot of weight in that foot that's kind of pushing the block, keeping the block stable. Okay, guys, and then when you're done, you can just let your block drop, or wherever you're going to go with your block. You can go to your side and you can rest on your mat for a moment. I'm going to use my strap, and I'm going to use my block flat. I'm going to lift the hips and come onto the block. The block is on the flatter side, and I'm going to just use this strap, and you can double it, or you can use it like we normally do here. And I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. I'm going to stay grounded on this block as I go here. And again, the work is not to go here, but your work is really press that outer left hip down and stretch the left hip flexor. And then I'll go here, and you see the leg is up pretty high. You can even hold your mat, and I'll go here. I want to move the abdominals to the right. So take the right leg to the left. Then I'll go here. When I come here, I'm trying to get this leg all the way over the head. Keep this leg grounded. And then I'll bring it back, bend the knee, and we'll switch, okay? That really feels good. It does give a little bit of extra opening in the front of your hips. So your block is flat and it's underneath your sacrum. And you use your strap however you'd like. So if you want the full long strap, great. If you want to fold it, kind of double it up, that's fine too. But you start with your knees bent, you bring your strap onto your right leg, and then you extend your right leg up. Once you get your right leg up, extend that left leg down with purpose. So Avery, bring it down to underneath your, yeah, there you go. Yeah, plumber's cleavage above. Straighten that right leg, take it up, straighten it, make sure you're really working that left leg. So our main focus is going to be the left side. Now you can reach up and grab that strap really close to your foot with your right hand. Turn your right toes to the right, turn your right knee to the right. Keep the left side grounded, right leg out. You can bend the right elbow and bring the back of your right arm to your mat, but ground that left side. You'll feel the work on the left hip flexor. Now ground the left leg. Make sure that that left thigh bone is reaching towards the floor, and open up the front of your left hip. Think of front of your left hip. What would it require to fully open the front of your left hip? Push your left foot. Push. That's it, Esther. That's it. That's it. Now you guys see if you can bend that elbow and bring the back of your right arm down. And where your right foot goes is almost towards your right shoulder. So it's all about, think about that left hip point, the front of your left hip and your outer left hip descending, grounding into your mat. And then bring that leg up, pull it in close to your face, and then switch the hand. There you go. Now, abdominals to the right, gaze to the right, hold the mat with the right hand. However you've got to do this, but take your right leg to the left. Keep your backside against your block. Keep your nice, guys. Now straighten your right leg, bring your right thigh bone to the back of your right leg. Push out into your dorsiflex right foot. Good. And then bring it back to the center and pull it in as close as you can. Try to get it over the head, but work with your left leg. Work with your left leg. Push your left foot. And then release slowly. Perfecto. Bend both knees when you release and both feet grounded. And then switch. Bring your left foot up, put your strap around your left foot, extend your left leg. And then once you get that left leg extended, focus on how you straighten the right leg and how much weight you're placing in the foot, in the heel, and how much heaviness you can create in that right leg bone to open up the hip. So if you use both of your feet, you'll find that this makes the front of your right leg longer. Reach up, grab really close to the left foot. Turn the left toes to the left knee to the left, and take the left leg out. Focus mostly on your right side, your right outer hip, your right femur bone. Your abdominals moving to your right. That's elbow bends. There you go. That's it, guys. Now separate the space between your hip points should be really spread. Think of that space at your hip points as spreading. Go back to grounding your outer right hip. You may have to lift your left leg up some, reground that right hip, and then let the left leg go back out. So you can check this. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. And then bring it up slowly and take it opposite. So you'll go across the body. You'll switch the hand and the abdominals move opposite. Keep your leg bones extremely heavy and moving to the back of each leg, not just your left leg. And then slowly you can bring that back to the center, and then you're going to pull it into the chest. And try to take that foot maybe over the head. Nice. And then you guys can release. And once you release, you bring your feet down. You can lift up and remove your blocks. And then we can rest. So you definitely lift and tuck your sacrum and your tailbone. And then you do draw that abdominal wall down. Let's go right outer ankle over the top of the left knee, interlacing around the back of the left leg. And you're just going to pull the leg in, but sacrum grounded. So And I think we've worked a lot on how to move the legs opposite of the chest just to get that space at your hip flexor. And then you guys can release and you can switch. So we go in and the elbows go out. The sacrum stays grounded. Remember, you keep your bottom attached or your sacrum to your mat. And then we can release. And you can bring both of your feet onto your mat. And again, you can lift and tuck your sacrum and tuck your tailbone. Perfect. And then you guys can go ahead and bend your knees into your chest and roll over to your right. And bring yourselves up. And we'll do, let's do, I was going to go right for inversions, but I think I am going to do one more back bend. So what you can do for this one is I'm going to just, and it's kind of a simple back bend, but it's working towards Kapatasana. And so what I'm going to do is sit, and I think you can use a block for this. And then like if you can't do Varasana, like this, maybe just come to kneeling and see if you can take the arms up and touch the wall. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do Varasana. Anyway, y'all know Kapatasana, that's where we're here, and then we end up on the forearms with the hands up behind us, right? So what I'm going to do is sit in Varasana, and just because my shoulders are so tight, I'm going to use a strap and go up, and over. That's so challenging. And so I'm trying to get that. Lift of the chest. Or again, if that's too much, come kneeling and try to throw your arms over your head to the wall. You push your hips, or you can even use a block. You can, oh, nice, Lisa. Nice, Esther. Lisa, that looks great. Great, 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 great. So you come away from the wall, Laura Leslie. I don't know if you're right at the wall, but come away a little bit. Yeah, and then when you're rich, nice, Lisa, that's nice. That's it. There you go. Use that chest tip, and you press. Now press the fingertips and move your chest forward. Good, 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 good. And then you guys see if you can push. That's it, you. Now your bottom is on your mat. If you're in Varasana and you're stretching the arms over, your bottom is on your mat. You're not on your heels. So your bottom is grounded on your yoga mat or block. Nice, Molly. You can even do one arm at a time. Just do that a couple times till we kind of warm up the back a little bit. Yeah, that's nice, you. That's so good. That's great. Once you get your fingertips over, you push to kind of pump or open up the chest. Nice, good, 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 good. And then you guys can release. That'll be our back bend for today. And again, if you were maybe here against the wall to release the back, you can come into dog pose. We'll take just a few moments in dog pose, really pressing your weight back, stretching your outer hips back, kind of opening up your lower back here. So there is a spreading at your lower back. Very, very nice. And then come down and release. And just rest any way you want to. But inversions can be whichever inversion you would like. What have I been doing lately? Nothing. So you could do head, hand, legs up the wall, wherever you're going to go with this, right? So WADL is also a nice one that I've been kind of doing lately with blocks. It makes it a little bit easier for me. Probably shouldn't have moved my hands out, but I did. Oh. So that's an option. Or, oh, Lisa, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Halasana or shoulder stand is also an option. If you're going to do shoulder stand, you'll want to have at least 3 blankets stacked, and their smooth edges moving towards your head. So turn your smooth edges. Oh, no, that's right. Yeah, you want to have at least 3. Mm-hmm. And then your head, if you're doing shoulder stand, head is on the blanket. Shoulders on the blankets, head on the floor or mat. Yeah, there you go. And both of you, Tiff, grab a YouTube, Megan, grab a block, and you too, Tiff, and put it right under your bottom like you're just sitting on it. Do you see how that gives your hips a little lift? Yeah, you just have a little bit of a lift. Here, lift your bottom under your hips. Now, shoulder stand and Halasana, so scoot back, you two, both of you. And your head's actually going to be more on the floor. That's great, right there. Yeah. And then if you want, you can try to kick your legs over toes to the floor, chair, or wall even. Good, good, good. Now, if you're in Halasana, you push the toes to lift the hips almost to the ceiling. Then you get the elbows tucked underneath the back. The elbows kind of tucking in to the midline. If you were in Shavasana and you're out of Shavasana, you can release your neck any way you'd like. Maybe standing to fold. If you're in legs up the wall, you can stay as you are. Good, 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 good. Let's see. Give me your hands. And you come down, Avery, let me get you better on your blankets. Roll your bottom towards the chair a little bit more. Okay. Push your oh, you're kind of slipping out of your blankets too. Come forward a little bit. Okay. Now put your head on the mat and your shoulders. There you go. There you go. Now hold that mat, Avery, and then kick your feet to the chair while you hold your mat. There you go. There you go. There you go. Good, 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 guys. And wherever you are, if you're ready to come down, you can. And Megan, I'll unhook you because you're like, you tied me up. How can I come down? All tied up now. Here, here. Now push your bottom towards the chair. That's great. Release your hands. Okay, guys, you can come out wherever you were. You can come out. Stay there, though. There you go. Perfecto. And then once you come down, let's just come seated on the mat. And I'm going to do Janu Shavasana A. So I'm going to bend the right knee out, put the top of the right foot on the mat. The back of the left leg is going to cover the right toes. And then I'll come forward and grab the left foot with both hands and put my nose on my left knee. And we'll just rest there for just a moment. So right knee bends out. Grab the left foot, one hand or two, and your nose goes to your left knee. And then let's inhale and look out towards that left foot and release. You can exhale to release. Extend the right leg out. Bend the left, top of the left toes and foot down. Right hamstring covers the left toes. There's always this little bit of a twist here. As you move forward and you want to grab your right foot, one hand or two, put your nose on your right knee. Good, guys. Good, 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 good. Remember that your nose is moving here, definitely close to your knee, your straight leg knee. And then inhale, look out, and exhale, come up. And I went really slowly, but I turned and came to Upavista. And so you can be center of your mat. And you can even use a blanket, but you want to lift up. You want to roll your inner growing down. And I'm going to take a block out in front of me. I don't know if I want it this way. I'm going to go up. And I'm going to ground my left side as I exhale, and I'll come over and touch. And I'll go back up. And I'll come over and touch. I'll go back up. And I'll go over and touch. Come back up. And I'm going to do that slowly, guys. I want to do that really slowly with lots of awareness. And as I'm moving over to the right, I want to push the left hand into the block strongly. So you're going side to side. Remember, you're just going over. That's it. Push that top hand, Esther. Good. Push the top hand. Try to touch the toes and come back up. Nice, 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 nice. Do that. That's nice, Esther. That's nice. You guys, remember, turn your chest up. Your chest turns more up, not towards the floor. That's it. Chest up a little. That's great, Tiff. And then after you've done that fourth time, you'll come back center. So you've gone here, you've done that several times, and you'll come forward. Maybe you have to change your block, but I'm going to see if I can push that block forward as I come forward. Yeah, you'll push the block as far forward as you can. Keep stretching the side ribs as you go along here, rolling the inner growing down. Rolling the inner growing down. Good. Good, 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 good. And then you guys can inhale and look towards the block. I'm going to see if I can grab the block. Oh. And bring it here. And then I'll release. Good. Perfect. And then knees together. Ah. Very good, guys. We're going to get ready to take Shavasana, but you can use your block to sit on if you want, but I'm going to do just a Marichiasana twist. Then we'll take Shavasana. So if you want, take that block and go here and right foot up, left arm up, twist to the right. You can hook the arm. You can use your right hand against your block if you want, or you can stay seated on your mat. But it's the right knee that's going to bend. Left arm's going to hook or hold the knee, and your twist goes to your right. That's it. So that's it. So that left arm can hook. Good. Perfect. Perfect. Twist, twist, twist. Move the navel from the pubic bone, and then twist the left back rib away from the spine. And then exhale, release, and switch. That was great. Great, guys. So left leg comes in. Right arm up. Start that twist and then lean in and hook. And then lift again, twist to the left. So you can also use your left fingertips to your block if you want. That's great. Lift the spine. Perfecto. And then exhale, release. Perfect. And Shavasana. So any way you want to take Shavasana. If you want to come down and just lie flat on your mat. Sometimes we like putting our feet against the wall like this, toes up. Or you could use a blanket under the back of your head, or you could roll something up underneath your knees like this. Especially if you want to keep that length in the low back. So there can be a combination of things and ways or things that you can do for Shavasana, a combination. Sometimes we even place a strap, a loop strap around the feet. That keeps the feet from moving out or falling out to the side and kind of disrupting the lift in the lower back. And I've said this for years, and I think most of you know this. Remember that Shavasana it's asana. It is an asana. And every single asana has there's an aspect of alignment to it. So to keep that length in the lower back, you can use whatever it is that you need to start that process. And this may be something that you have to do the rest of your yoga practice is use support to clear or to open up the lower back. But once you get here, arms go out to the sides. This is the corpse pose. So here, the body becomes heavy. Your awareness becomes heavy. Your internal organs become heavy. This kind of a resting or descending. There's also a tucking into Shavasana, and that tucking in is of the senses, the five senses kind of, they move in a little. One time someone said, think of Shavasana as a deep sleep, where you may be in a deep sleep. And during that deep sleep, you're not quite aware of your surroundings, right? But if anything came up, you'd be able to pull yourself out of that deep sleep immediately. And so it's the same with Shavasana. It's like we're purposely letting go of everything outside of ourselves. And even letting go of things inside of yourselves, thoughts and stress and tension and worry. or this holding up of the core, or holding the teeth together at the back of the mouth. With an exhalation, see if you can let all of that go. Begin to deepen your breath. Move your awareness back into the room, into the body. Small movements in the fingers and in the toes. With an exhalation, bend the elbows, bring the hands to the belly or to the heart. Stretch the arms up and over your head, full body stretch. Release the arms to the side body. You can slowly bend the knees and bring the feet onto the mat or onto the floor. And when you're ready, bring your knees into your chest. You can wrap the arms around the knees here, and any movement side to side and front to back maybe. And then with an exhalation, roll to the right and hold their fetal position. And then you guys can bring yourselves up here to seated, in any seated position that you would like. Hands can go heart center, third eye, or just resting at the top of the legs. And take a moment in silence, honoring the true self. Oh, and this is, I find this paragraph very interesting, but it says, together, the planets hold our soul's collective karma. And each planet in its season presents you with a portion of those karmas. Each planet grasps you, seizes you to play out your karmas so that you receive the fruits that they represent in your chart. Thank you guys very much. Namaste.